Nowadays, it's so easy to become a 3D VTuber
by creating your own custom avatar without the need to learn complex software such as Blender or VRoid.
Yeah, I turned myself into a girl with a girl's voice. That ain't weird at all.
Which is why in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can set up your own model 100% for free with the voice changer, in addition to how to set it up in OBS Studio for live streaming.
So let's get to it. Alrighty, the app I'm going to be showing you guys to set up and customize your own 3D avatar goes by the name of MASCOZ, which they have been nice to sponsor this video. To download it, you're going to want to head over to MASCOZ.com. I also left a link in the description below. Once you get to this page, just select that purple Get Started button and go through the installation process. Once you've done that, go ahead and launch the application and it'll just take a few seconds for it to load up. You will need to sign in with an account, so you can either create one or just sign in with your Google account. That's what I did because that's the easiest way to get into the app quickly. Since I've already tested this a little bit, I already have 2 characters here, but I'm gonna go ahead and create a brand new one just for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the create new avatar here in the bottom right hand corner, and we're gonna be presented with our first model here, which is a female. So we can go with the girl option, stick with that, or we can do the male option as well. And you can see there's several here that we can choose from. Just because I just want to be a little different today, we're gonna go with the girl character option. And since this app has a mix between free and paid items, you won't have everything you see in every category unlocked, but the more you use the app, the more cuz coins you can get to allow you to unlock items within the application. Or if you're like, screw that, I just want to unlock whatever the heck I want, then you can buy the jewel currency, which will allow you to unlock things permanently. And you can also go the subscription route if you want to have all of the standard items unlocked on a month-to-month basis. Alrighty, so which female character are we feeling the most here? I feel like I'm being drawn to this face right here. We already got a default outfit put on it already with the foxtail in the ears. What does this one look like? Oh, that's pretty clean as well. You know what? I think we might have to audible here. This avatar is just calling to me. But even still, we can customize this so much more. Let's head over to the face section and we can adjust how we look. We can get the little bit of a sad look, perky, cat eye looking. I actually like the default here. It's kind of more cutesy like. Eyebrows we can adjust. I really like the first style here. That's cool. The mouth position we can change. So if we want it to be a little bit more up on the face, maybe a little bit more down. I think right there looks pretty good. We can also change how wide that mouth is. Maybe we'll make ours just a little bit wider here, like so. Lip corner coverage, a little bit of a smirk going there. And if you want to make it more catty looking, you can do that too. How about them teeth? You want some fangs? Like that? 1 fang? Maybe 2 fangs? Several fangs? Razor teeth. We'll go with the 1 fang look. The next section we can adjust is the hair. And there's a lot of different hair options depending on which you have unlocked. All of these look cool in some form or fashion, but there's some others that I have unlocked that also look really dope. Like if you like this, for example, you don't have to keep it a brown color. You can go over here in the middle and change the color of that hair to whatever you like. Maybe something that fits the vibe of this outfit a little bit more. I also have some other hair options like this gamer look. We got the M hat for MidnightMan, of course. But you know what? I'm feeling this pigtail option looks really sick. We can customize this hair even more by adjusting the bang length, back hair. Can make it shorter or longer. We'll keep it around where it was. And then the side hair length is adjustable as well. And like I just showed before, we can change the colors, but I'm gonna keep that as is. I think it looks nice. Let's jump over to the eye. There's a lot of cool different options that we can go with. Look at this glitter one, absolutely cool. This one also has a nice sparkle to it. These eyes actually fit really well with the face. These ones too. So many of these look so good. I think I like this one. Let's see how it looks with the rest of the fit. Not bad, not bad. We can customize it a little bit by going here into the middle, adjusting the iris size. Definitely want them to look big. And now for the colors, you can change this like the other things within this app. I just want a little bit of a darker blue in the eyes, like so. Some other settings you can adjust are the pupil if you want to have a different eye look. We'll go with this one. Sparkle just adds a little bit extra flair to the eye. You can adjust the eye shape. I'm gonna keep it as is. Eye size, if you want them to be a little more squinty or more wide open. And then below that, you can customize the eye even more finely if you so choose to. Up next, we have the makeup. So this would be your eyeliner, shadow, blush, lipstick, a sticker on your face, I can't believe I just said those words on this channel. What are we, a beauty channel now? Adding these things on in can definitely make your character look a little bit more interesting and less plain looking. So even with blush, you can see the difference. Lipstick, why not? Let's add it in. Sticker, we'll go with the white heart here. All right, now we get to the really fun part, the outfit. Currently, the default outfit is on, but I can easily change that by just selecting any of these clothing variations. As you can see, this is what they look like. I like these cherries. That looks really cool. We might have to go with that one. This one also looks really cool. The track jackets. The short sleeve sweaters also look very fitting and nice. My favorite shirts are probably between this one and the cherries. I think I gotta go cherries. As for the bottoms, you can adjust that as well. I do like the white skirt that we have, but you can change it to jeans if you want, even long pants. These actually look pretty cool. Let's jump over to the shoes next. I'm gonna keep these as is. White sneaks, fit the white shirt. That's dope. And then you see we have all of these different outfit sets. So here's a little taste on what these different outfits would look like on this character. And again, all those colors can be fine-tuned to fit the look that you're trying to go for. All right, we got our fit back. Let's head over to the accessories section. This is where you're gonna find your headbands that you can add. You can add items to your face, such as cool sunglasses, the earrings. For the ears you guys have been seeing on this character the whole time, this is where it is applied and where it can be unapplied as well if you don't want to have any ears on your model. I'm gonna make this headband a red color to match the cherries. If we jump over to the hip, this is where we can get kind of freaky, guys. We can add tails to our character. You like the leopard? Go with the leopard tail. Or, you know, bring out the fox in your character. Honestly though, this raccoon one, it's giving. I'm trying to do too much right now. Let's just keep it clean. I love the way that this looks. We're gonna go ahead and click that save icon in the bottom right-hand side because we don't wanna lose our progress. This will be saved to our main profile for this character model. But if you go to 01 or 02, and if you click the three-dotted icon, you can add more profiles to your closet. Just keep in mind though, that they all follow the main base character. So if you have a girl here and you selected a specific model, that is what's going to follow for the rest of these profiles in your closet. Now that we have completed the avatar creation process, it's now time to pull this into OBS Studio. So what we're going to do right within MASCOZ is go to the studio section. When you're in this mode, this is essentially going to be the playground in which your VTuber avatar can be transported to different applications. But before we bring it into our streaming app, OBS Studio, we need this avatar to come alive a bit more. So what we're going to do is head over to the tracking feature here at the top. And here we're gonna see the option to enable face tracking. So you can either do this with your iPhone, webcam, or Android. At the moment, I have my Insta360 Link 2C webcam connected to my computer. So what I can do is just go to the webcam section here and then find my webcam. Here it is, Insta360 Link 2C. It'll turn on the webcam, and as you can see, when I move my head one way, the avatar moves along with it. It also detects my blinking. And when I'm talking, you see that the mouth is opening with my opening movements. And if at any points the avatar head movements look stiff or they're just not positioned correctly, you can just select the space bar and that'll reset the positioning so that you can have it looking correct again. Now, MASCOZ themselves told me that the facial tracking on the iPhone is actually better than on the computer. So if you do have an iPhone, you can go ahead and select the iOS option here, and then you're gonna need to download the Unity Face Capture app. It's completely free to download, and once you're in the app, make sure that you enable the network setting feature. That way, your phone and your computer can find each other on the same network. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and select Connect iPhone. The scan for connections found my computer. I'm gonna go ahead and select that blue connect option. And now I'm just gonna put my phone on a stand here. I'm gonna press the space bar to reset. Look how much more fluid the motions of the head are. I have to agree with MASCOZ. This is definitely better than using a webcam. The webcam still works, it's passable, but this is just way more fluid. What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? Now there's also a section for hand tracking, which Leap Motion is a separate device that you would have to pay for, but we do at least have the webcam in beta. Oh, it works. See this? Oh, okay, it did it. Come on now, get it. We got a dance here. It is in beta, so I do suspect that'll get better over time. For those of you who don't have a phone or a webcam for facial tracking and expression, I can just show a reaction like this while I am talking. Definitely would be best to set hotkeys to easily switch between the expressions, but it is an option if you want to show an emotion while you are talking through something on your stream. The motion section here is where you can really get groovy with your character, especially if you're showing the full models. Just do the NASA dance. Yo, this is so cool. Like, imagine you win a game or something, you could switch to a full scene just with this character model and show it dancing. If you want more precise control over how your model is positioned, in the camera tab, you can set your shot distance to close up, bust, or medium shot. To the top right of this panel, you can set the model to be in full view, side, or front profile. But if you want even more control, if you hold the control key on your keyboard, then left mouse click, hold and drag will let you move the model up and down and side to side. Right click, hold and drag will adjust its angle. And then the scroll wheel changes the zoom amount. In the background section, you can add different backgrounds behind your VTuber avatar. They can look something like this, really cool. But what we're gonna do now to bring this into OBS Studio is we're not gonna do a chroma key, we're not gonna do a blue screen, we're gonna do a completely transparent background. And now we're next gonna need to download the Spout 2 plugin. It's completely free. I also left a link in the description below, but it'll bring you to GitHub, where you're gonna wanna find the recent releases here on the right-hand side. When you hit that, you'll be able to scroll down just a little bit more, and then you'll find the OBS Spout 2 plugin install executable file. Download this, install the plugin, and then make sure you restart your OBS Studio. And within here, you can select the plus button, and you're gonna find the Spout 2 capture. Once you choose that, go ahead and add a new Spout 2 capture. And then for the Spout senders, you can do first available. And then back in MASCOZ, we're gonna go to the live stream settings. So if you click on that, you'll see that the Spout 2 integration setup is right here. So all we need to do now is just check this to on. And now when we go back into OBS Studio, you'll see that our character model has been loaded up. For composite mode, it's very important that you change this from opaque to default so that the background transparency effect works. As for the pull time, that can be kept at fast. Select OK. I'm gonna copy this source here, and then go to my gameplay source, and then we're gonna paste the reference right over top of the gameplay. We're gonna shrink it down. And now what I'm gonna do is load up a game, apply that to my game capture source. And this is the final result of what you should expect with your game loaded and the MASCOZ character running at the same time. Now, what if I wanna change the voice of my character so that you just don't hear a dude's voice over a girl character? So a really cool program that you can download is Voice Mod. This will allow you to select the microphone that's connected to your computer, and it will convert the signal of that mic into a different character, a different voice. Now, probably 95% of the voices are behind a paywall. So if you are gonna really utilize VTubing and get deep with it, investing a little bit in the model and in the voice changer is quite worth it. That way you can have a nice setup going to see how far you can take this. In OBS Studio, I'm just gonna need to go to my settings, go to audio, and then for one of my mic auxiliary audio devices, we're just gonna wanna find microphone voice mod, select that. And as you can see, that audio is coming through now. So let's switch to that so you can see what the model looks like above the gameplay with everything in action.
Who's around me right now? Oh my gosh. Spider-Man, you're gonna shoot me? That was weird, Spider-Man. What you doing? You're confused. Oh, nice shot. Come on. Slide him. I lost him. Get out of my game. Let's jump into another test. This time using a different model. You see we got the pink hair looking all flowy and such. Still rocking with the voice changer. But now we were playing Halo Campaign Evolved. Oh my gosh. The graphics in this game look insane. Woo! These little alien buggers ain't got nothing on us. Come on. That's all y'all got? This has been so fun, guys. They got the shields now? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. We gotta back it up a little bit. Play a little safe. Maybe the grenade. Let's try the grenade. Oh, that worked a little bit. Let's try another one. Huh? you make yourself vulnerable like that, we're gonna take advantage every single time.
All right, what did you guys think of the gameplay example? Probably the perfect setup for someone that wants to run a faceless YouTube gaming channel, but still wants a lot of their personality to shine through their content. Shout out once again to MASCOZ for sponsoring this video. If you guys came to enjoy it, make sure you hit it with a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.